Good morning, Guardians. It is Ebontis here. I'm going to do my solo run through of the Nightfall this week. I know I'm actually a couple days off, had some busy days in there. Tried it yesterday. I was close and I botched it, so couldn't quite get back there, so I should be able to knock it out today. Modifiers, we've got our solar burn. Solar damage from you is ×2, enemies is ×3. Juggler, no ammo drops for your equipped weapon. Grounded, you take more damage while airborne, so be careful with those jumps and the burn combined. It can be quite lethal. And then finally, Catapult, grenade recharge rate is greatly increased. Make sure you are using those grenades. They are quite helpful. So, let's get right in here. Apparently we got somebody over on my right with a minigun going to town. Just going to go ahead and skip over that part. If you stay far left, you can usually avoid most of the insanity up here at the top of this. But you're probably still going to get faced with a little bit right here. But if you can get behind them, that should help. Not too bad. Well, one thing, just to make sure I don't get interrupted this morning. Gotta make sure it actually is a solo, because I want to accomplish this one. Buddy of mine said, hey, you should do this with a hunter, because it's going to be a pain in the butt, because hunters are squishy. Sure enough, yeah, it's a rough one, but I was nearly there, and then I'll tell you guys where I screwed it up when I actually get there. So once you have these 5, then come over here to your left. You're going to have some of these legionaries. So use your grenades, use your shots, and just sit here and be patient. Kill these guys so you don't have anything coming up behind you. If you get most, that dude tends to back off a little bit. You're going to have a couple guys up top, so don't forget about those. Enjoy the grenades, who you can take out up there. Most of the enemies, unfortunately, when it comes to Cabal, definitely are solar damage, so just be aware of that one. And just do what you can. Again, grenades, you're going to have a lot of them. Enjoy them. Definitely make them work in your favor. And keeping your distance back here is a nice way to survive. Take it easy, see what you got. Should be most of them. Again, check your radar, and the main thing you want to watch out for is the Colossus over here. Sniper will make nice quick work of him, get a quick stagger on, and he should go down. Use an event horizon to get this game started, so actually whiffed on that one. Now let's just jump down here and finish him off. Alright, probably need to see if there's any ammo, which right now I'm not seeing a ton. Nope, Colossus, none from you either. Really, guys? His Juggler, I guess. I probably should make note of that. Alright, so it is solar burn, so be careful of these little vents right here. You still can run between them. Just make sure you're accurate in your run, because just in case you miss, it's going to hurt like crazy. So, alright, so as soon as the door opens, make sure you're going for the wheels of the tank as quick as you can. Those are going to be actually in the back, so the quicker you can do damage to those back wheels, the better off you're going to be. Keep your distance from that front barrier, so as it does actually shoot, even the splash damage won't get you that way, because that blast is still relatively large. Just keep working on what you can for those wheels. It's a good way to get some defense. Try and pull back if you need to. It's a nice time for grenades and things. Just you're going to have some enemies that are going to start coming up the ramp. If you want to try and bounce one over the top of them, sometimes that works rather well. Just like that. Sometimes it's not that perfect. I think I got a really good blast on that one. Gonna have continued, guys, so I mean it works really well. Throw a grenade, duck back here, wait for the effects to happen, see who's still alive. Pick off the ones who did actually make it through. And again, you're getting a pretty good amount of damage from your Firefly Blast as well. Alright, so I'm in a decent spot at this point. Make sure I've got a clean shot over here. These guys, just a few shots will take you out, so just be careful across the way. If you get 3 or 4 regular enemies getting ready to go for you, they will definitely hurt. So pick off a couple from distance over here. If anything does get through and starts attacking you from the right, make sure you watch it. They will burn up if they get in the fire, but they actually have to make it to it first. Hey, I'm getting some ammo variety at least. Probably gonna have plenty of ammo at some point. I'll use my rockets. I need to pull the tank back up closer to me, so I really just need to look for ammo right now. There we go. And again, at this point, do what you can to go for those wheels with decent shots. Looks like the tank is pulled back fairly well. And again, just be cautious. Try and pull the tank back up here to you. If it will come forward, then I can start throwing grenades on it. It's actually a pretty decent way to get damage on the tank itself. Because if you can throw a grenade just up on the middle platform, you can stay safe back here and just throw grenades, do whatever you want, rockets. You're not going to hit the wheels and be quite as effective, but you're definitely going to survive. Does quite a bit of damage as well, so don't count that method out. And just be careful as you're low health if you're peeking out trying to finish an enemy off. Make sure it's not going to be the shot that finishes you off as well. Occasionally, those little scions are a little more accurate at getting through the barrier. So sometimes you'll find some of them right over here next to you, which is always tricky. And while that's not an arc burn, that arc wave will still do a fair amount of damage to you, so just be aware of that. And I'm just going to keep throwing some grenades down there for the tank. See what I can see over here. If you really want to finish it off, you can definitely knock it out with a golden gun. You'll get that one back from the next room. Just like this. Actually, I'd probably hit the most useless part of it right there. And while I'm alive, it didn't do that much damage to it. The more damage you do, the more enemies that are going to be coming up your way, so just be aware of that as that continues to happen. Use those grenades in your favor. When you think you're at a decent position, you probably can go for a little rocket victory here. A couple of those might actually wipe the whole thing out. Maybe. Now those guys are the ones that hurt. Make sure you get your health up full. The mini rocket guys, those blasts just are painful as all get out. The normal rifle's not so bad, but those, if he jumps in the fire, that's fine. Totally fine with that. I'm so close on the tank. You're supposed to go for the wheels, but I'm definitely not doing this the standard method. Pretty much one shot anywhere is going to finish him off. There we go. Now once he dies, you are not quite done with this room because there's typically an elite that will come out. So just be aware that if you're going to jump down there and pick up an ammo crate, that you could have one big bad boy left. It's usually around.
You know, when they go to war, they're kicked out of the Empire. Yeah, victory is the only way they get to go home. Not a lot of people know that.
Alright, well, if there is no yellow bar enemy, doesn't always happen. Come down here and we will see what we get for an ammo crate. You can always aim and you'll figure out what we've got. Looks like I've got special. I think I'm maxed out, but I'll check anyway. Does fill up primary, so I'll take that one since juggler is in effect. And we'll come back up top. Make sure you grab any freebie ammo out here. And you'll have a little taken section right here. Can't do much about it. Get a nice grenade out there. Should take care of a good chunk of it. Once you've got the Centurion down, the rest is pretty easy if you want to make really quick work of them. Joys of sniper shots on the two on the stairs, and then over here to your left you're going to have some acolytes. If you want to toss a grenade over there, you can get a nice little bounce. should be most of them. Nice little quick reload speed, and see if we can get any ammo at the top of the stairs. A little bit. And we'll move on to the second to last room towards the boss room. Can't say I won't have any deaths in the boss room, but we will find out. Had many yesterday. Got close. I was actually extremely close, frustratingly, over the fact that I killed myself more than anything. So I will tell you how not to make my ridiculous mistake. But as you typically will have ammo up here, what you want to do, just pull out your sniper and just start mowing these guys down, because you'll have plenty of ammo to go through afterwards. You're also going to have a Colossus in the back. You definitely want to make sure you pick him off really quickly. He's going to hurt. So get to where you can hit him in the head. Get some nice shots on him. Make sure he goes down with some speed. Definitely getting some reload speed there. Most of these guys will go down quick in a single sniper shot, so that's going to just speed things along here. And you got free ammo behind you, so you may as well. Grenades also, don't forget about those. And I'm out. So, I'll pick this one up, save the rest, and then I will go into primary mode, see if I can finish these guys off. Also see if I could hopefully get some heavy ammo to get a full run going into the next room. See, every little bit takes a fair amount of damage. That's why rockets, I'll tell you guys, when it comes to the last room especially, so important for the speed of killing enemies, so you don't sit here and just start getting ticked down in health. Because you won't survive. I mean, just too many things hit you too fast, it's over. Things get out of hand really quickly when it comes to this strike and solar burn. Almost gets ridiculous to a point, but oh well. And that's it. So, main boy is this Colossus. Make sure he goes down. You'll be alright.
Their attack might be some kind of ultimatum. Give us the Primus, or we blow the ship.
Alright, so last boss little hallway before we get to the final room. Always looks kind of cool. Shadows, lighting, they did well. Taken King was pretty awesome. Cannot wait for Destiny 2 at this point. I know many people are kind of catching up and getting through a lot of the content when it comes to Rise of Iron. Not everybody's done the raid, I know that, but a lot of the other stuff, of course. So, see which ammo crate I got. I got the one I wanted, heavy. Alright. It's going to be very important to get heavy. If you don't, you can do this with multiple people, but if you're by yourself and you have to go for multiple runs, that heavy crate saves you a lot of time waiting on synths and things like that. The other piece is these little exploding barrels. They actually do a lot of damage if you're relatively nearby. See how close I am to this? It even hurt me a little bit there. So you can be running around doing random stuff and those can just ruin your day. It's kind of annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and scan this one and kick off the party. Alright, so as soon as you get done scanning, boss will be coming in shortly. I think I was using Hung Dre earlier. I had some attempts on the bosses where I was using Grim Citizen just because it was my highest. Also had some, I think, armor piercing or high caliber rounds, so the stagger was pretty good. But I did switch to scatter grenades. So pull him over here to the side, and then as soon as he gets behind this pillar, he's probably going to stop, grab his health, throw one out there. And again, if you want to know how to get these sniper crits on him, if you get him to see you, get him to sprint, and then line of sight him, he will pause and groan for about half a second. Just like that. So what you need is about 4 of those shots. Well, or a few extra bonus shots. But what you want is as soon as the reinforcements are coming in, you want him kind of rotating basically around this edge here. So what I want to do is try and pull him back over here. Come on. He's probably pretty close. Yeah, he's almost at the A right now, so he's probably a millimeter away. So pretty much anything I do is going to bring him over. And again, what you want to do, I'm going to try and have that there, so when I do damage to him, he's rotating around. I can take out those, and then turn around and work on the phalanx that are coming out of these doors. I'm just going to finish this fast. and just go for a little extra damage. So, I don't use my golden gun enough in these strikes, so I figure I may as well. Can I get any ammo drops? Not really. Nothing. Alright, anything up there? Not much. Maybe some sniper ammo. So, keep working him down. You basically have to get him to the point of the word in the word Valis, right between the middle of the U. That's when he will depart the room. Now, you want him to leave the room when he's towards, like, running towards the front, so when it kind of kicks in, then he'll leave. Excuse me. If he's in the back, he's going to have some weird situations of, like, running around, maybe still attack you, even though it's supposed to be fleeing. It gets to be a bit of a pain, so it's just best to try and get him out of the room as fast as you can. Again, if you want those sniper crits, best way to do it, get him to pause from that little line of sight glitch. Not glitch per se, but that's just how he works. And again, you can do it pretty quickly over and over. Get him to see you, get out of line of sight, he'll pause, and keep going. Now, as he flees, unfortunately I did exactly what I said not to do. Now, unfortunately, that guy's still up, and I've got some big stuff coming. So, rockets for fun. Wow, that one just literally missed the whole world. So I got the Centurion down, which is good. I've got a grenade to throw out here on these guys, and just keep moving and strafing. It's important that you're moving. You're going to have a couple Scions, maybe one Phalanx still out there. Scions will probably actually hurt more than the Phalanx, just because if that arc wave tags you, it's going to hurt. One more of you. Where'd you go? Nope. Alright, boss is coming. So at this point, run around here, grab some ammo, make sure you're pretty well stocked in case anything dropped, but make sure you're moving and don't hang in one spot for too long because of the mortars. Then we will head over to our safe side. Alright, so once you're up here, you're pretty much safe. Pretty much anywhere along these walls. As you can see, the mortars will hit these fins in the ceiling. They can hit these little things. Whatever it hits, just make sure above you is going to have some protection. And then you can sit here and do the damage to them all that you want. So I'm going to pop a heavy synth real quick. Give myself time to get one of those back up. Make sure 3 of coins is good. Sorry, 9 seconds. I think I popped a special to get this thing going quicker. And in a couple seconds, we'll get back to it. That was a weird little glitch. Make sure you're reloaded. Probably going to take me a little while to where I need the rockets again. I know there's the box over there, but for some reason if I use a lot of rockets on the next set of ads, then I can run over there, pick that one up, and I'm not too worried about it. So again, same principle here. You want about 190,000 damage to pull the ads out. These ads will start to get a little bit harder each time, so just make note of that. You'll have 3 over here that come out, so if you want to try and tackle them all together as one, you might be able to. And then over here, you might be able to attack them as well. There's going to be 1 Centurion over here on the right, so make sure you focus him down quickly. And then you should be in reasonable shape. So there's the use of the big rockets. Now what you can do... Oh, apparently I'm not done. Alright, so a little extra ammo now. I'm going to have 5 rockets. There's the one unfortunate part about this is it's going to be hard to basically get over to that and back later on in the fight. So what I'm going to do is keep throwing my grenades at it. I'm actually even going to use some Yellowhorn on it. On the boss. This shouldn't take him all the way to the final note, but let's make sure it doesn't. Alright, so again, you want it in the middle of the U. I'm basically right on the brink. So I'm going to leave that ammo out there and go for a long circle. Pick up some ammo that's out here and go pick up the heavy box because this is probably my best chance to get it and use it. Now if the boss moves a little bit, you should still be able to find a spot that works for coverage above you. Just got to make sure you watch out. Try not to pick that heavy up. Shouldn't be able to anyway. And just make sure you look above you once you get back over here. You should definitely be okay if he's this close. So now we can finish him off. Maybe throw a grenade. So he's basically right here on the brink. 1 sniper shot. Try and save your sniper shots because you're going to need those when the double pair of bosses come back out. That should be all I need to send him out of here. And then 2 rockets straight away, basically over to this side. Tracking, trying to take out that whole side. And then over here, you want to reload your Yellowhorn real quick. And see what comes out of this side. You're going to have some powerful guys coming, so pop your golden gun as well. It's a good time just to take the big guys out fast. And that should be most of them. And now the bosses should come out. So, here's where I'm saying the sniper is helpful. This boss in the back is going to be creeping out. And he's going to be back here behind this. So what you want to do is make sure he sits behind this pillar the whole time. So the key to this fight is creeping out slowly, getting to move just a little bit so you can get a shot on him, and pulling back. And usually it's more forward than left. So move forward a little bit, you should move out, peek his head out there, and then as he comes back, then put a shot into him with your sniper, and we can work on damaging him down. Same principle. And again, try and make those shots count. Now, it took about 180, 190,000 damage to pull the enemies before. It takes a little less this time around. So this next shot, next crit I get will probably do it. And then you got some more reinforcements coming. So now you got some reinforcements coming over there. And some coming over here. You're going to have some coming on your right-hand side as well. They're not too bad over here. And they're not going to be quite the rocket guys that were before. So that grenade will help keep some of the guys over, and then just watch for the Legionnaires. There shouldn't be any Centurions over on this one. You have a Phalanx walking toward me, so watch for that. And then one down here in the front. Main important piece of this, keep your butt in this corner the entire time. See if anybody else is over there, and you should be alright. So the boss should basically be stationary at this point. I've got a good amount of primary ammo, so I'm just going to try and melt him down closer with that. And he's going to continue to hover back there. So again, creep forward. Try and get him to move, and then pull back a little bit. Main thing is what you want to do is keep him back there, because if he's running towards you too long, he will run around here, and then he'll sit over here. And this is just like a terrifying thing, because he'll sit over there for a little while, and then all of a sudden, maybe, I don't know if you move a little bit or something, basically, he'll start to creep up slowly here, and you can just watch your doom approach you as he's going to slam, and there's really no way to get away from it at that point, so triple tackle working pretty well at this point, giving me time to build up my super, which I'm definitely going to want for the final set of ads. It's important to make sure you get those down quickly. So we'll have grenades, we'll have just about everything up for the final set of ads, so we'll just work this guy down slowly but surely, and we'll take him out. Alright, almost done. Come on. Keep moving forward just a little bit. You'll pull him out. I don't think you can actually shoot him through that. There you go. Creep him out just a little bit. Get him moving. Keep the damage on him. And he'll eventually work his way back. As long as you keep shooting him, he doesn't seem to like run around that corner too much. Now I'm going to go for some final sniper shots just to try and really end this quickly. Get him very close. Alright, he's pretty much on the brink, so make sure everything's ready. Check on my synth. It's been enough time, so I'm good there. Make sure I've got 3 of coins up. You can get a 3 of coins on each of these guys, which is nice. Now, as soon as I kill him, the enemies are going to come out behind him. So what I'm going to do is run about 2 back, about back there, and you're going to be able to get the damage on him. You're going to be able to get damage on the enemies, but still have some cover, so it's a decent spot. Alright, so he is down. Run back around this corner. Come back here, you'll still have the coverage you need. The enemies are going to be coming out, so grenades, rockets, and then golden gun is also very important. You're going to have an elite centurion, phalanx as well, and then the last guys, you just want to make sure and take those out. And if you creep back up here by this wall, you can make sure you're safe and see if you got any other guys out here. Alright, so now we're basically in the point of just you need to be in safe mode and just do the damage quickly as you can, but you have to keep moving. I've got tagged by a couple of these mortars, and unfortunately they still hurt. So, also the other thing, you risk using a rocket, make sure you're far, far away from the shield. So, try and do this. I'll try and keep it up just for damage sake, but it's also just one of those things. It's a bit of a risk of using it, because I killed myself once with it. At this point, the only thing I have to do is kill him. There's no more ads, no more bosses. It's just a pretty safe part of the fight. So just make sure you're always on the move, throwing a grenade on him, and then he's going to jump and slam, so make sure you're still moving. Getting a little damage on him, and then keep moving. Now this is a decent time to run around, pick up some ammo, see what's on the ground, see if you got an exotic from the other boss. All that fun stuff is a good time to do right now. Got some more rocket ammo, got some special ammo. And again, it's a good time just to keep moving. So make sure your sprint cooldown doesn't die. And then again, if you want an easy way to do this, try and get your grenades going and just work him down a little bit. He's going to keep popping that shield. And one thing you can do is throw the grenade to get him to move, and then potentially as he jumps up in the air, then you can fire a rocket. Just make sure he jumps up in the air so you don't kill yourself with the rocket. Or if you have to reload, do it that way. So he's still going to be sitting there. By the time I get into shield, my rocket should be pretty close to up. I'm having really bad luck on that, but I just want to be really cautious because I've had some issues of being killed by that before. See right there, it's just the length of that shield. You can't get too close to him because he will slam the ground. I don't even want to switch to rockets. Like, I almost just want to get in here and snipe him once. That'll get him to move. Watch those mortar shots, guys. Make sure those don't tag you. Stay on the move. That one took most of my health away. The second one will kill you. So, see if I can get those sniper shots going down. There we go. And he's definitely going to keep moving. Get that grenade in there. Yep, just keep working that shield and working him down. And again, if you tag him, you'll again keep him moving. And then the more you tag him, the likely you're going to get him to run. If he jumps away, which he typically does, it's probably good to make sure you're reloaded on everything. So, again, make sure you're careful with your rockets. I say that. I've had this go poorly a couple times. So as he flees away, fire that rocket in there. That's going to help get some more damage on him. So we can finish him off and I can be done with this. If you guys knew how many cuts this took, you would probably be pretty sad, but it's a rough one this week. So I just want you guys to know if you die, there's definitely it's okay to do so, because I had a rough time this week with you. And that is it, guys. Man, I finally did it. That took a long time, but it is done, finished. Make sure you equip the highest light level stuff that you've got. So I'm 386, and we'll see what we get. So, yeah, there are a lot more attempts behind the scenes, guys. I'll keep my skeleton key for now, because I don't know, I can't decide. Well, we'll see. And the Nightfall reward will be, I am 386. Roll the dice and see what we can get on my hunter. But I did manage it on my hunter. So, that only took too long. 12 strange coins. Or 3 of coins, I'm sorry. Those are nice. Those are very useful. But as I've bought about 300 of those recently, I could have used anything else at this point. So, oh well. Hopefully that helps you guys out. Just the strategy of managing the bosses, kind of the direction and the ads and everything. So good luck. Bring your yellow horn with you. You're going to need it. And just make sure you bring some synths. And if you get to the end room and you don't have the heavy crate, then pretty much I would just say it's a tough one to do without. But then if you're with multiple people, just make sure you guys are trying to use synths back and forth. With multiple people, it shouldn't be too bad. Just use a lot of rockets on those ads. And then if you need to wait on the synths, just be patient. So have a good one and good luck, guys.